What's up guys, my name is Adapt and welcome to possibly the most expensive squad builder on my channel. Well, the most expensive squad builder so far I have uploaded on this channel. So guys, this is an amazing squad. We've got two legends in here, so let's get right into it. So in goal we have David De Gea. Now he cost me 101k. I really wanted to test if the more expensive, the upper echelon type keepers are worth the coins. And David De Gea, he cost 101k. That's a bit of coins, guys, to fork out for a keeper when I could have got Butland in that position. So I wanted to try out De Gea, and he wasn't too much of a letdown, guys. His long throw, if you guys haven't got a keeper with a long throw trait, you guys are really missing out. The long throw trait is absolutely amazing. Like from counter attacks, if someone has a corner and you can literally perform a long throw and the counter will be quick and you'll score a goal most likely, or you will at least have a one-on-one opportunity. So that's why I have De Gea in there. I really wanted to test out if expensive keepers are worth having, and De Gea, he isn't too bad of a letdown. He saved quite a few shots and he isn't terrible, but for some guys, De Gea, I feel like for some keepers you have a period where they're absolutely sick for you as soon as you buy them. But there's a theory where when you play more games with your players, they seem to just start playing bad for you. And
short passes, but they're keeping the ball. Oh, chance!
No. No fucking way! No way! That shit fucking unreal! How the fuck does that go in? How does that go in? Turn on, turn on, turn on, turn on, turn on! Fuck me, oh my god, my headset's fucked! My controller... Oh no, no again! No again! No fucking again! Fuck! Fuck! How the fuck?
that's what happens to me sometimes with some players. You play 100 games, you play 200 games, you play 300 games, and they depreciate in consistency every kind of couple of games you play with them. So that's it with De Gea. He isn't too bad, but he isn't too good. He's just an average keeper, but for the price you pay for him, it kind of depends if you guys can afford him, or you can afford Butland. If you've got the coins to just go out and get De Gea without it being a problem to you, then go and get him, because that long throw trait is absolutely, it's just an advantage. It's a game changer, guys. So right back, straight from right back to left back, we have Kyle Walker, we have Laurent Koscielny, we have Chris Smalling, and we have Luke Shaw. So Walker, I've talked about him in several squad builders. This guy is unstoppable. With his 90 pace, he's absolutely immense, and you can get his upgraded version if you like. But I've played 59 games with him. He scored 2 goals, he's got 2 assists, and he really just scares your opponents, because when you come up against your opponent and they look at your team, when it comes up with upcoming opponent and they see Kyle Walker, they get a bit afraid. I know I do when I see Kyle Walker, especially his SBC version or his inform version. I'm not sure if he's got an SBC, maybe I made a mistake there, but all in all, Kyle Walker's card is absolutely amazing. So in the right centre back, we have Laurent Koscielny. Now, Laurent Koscielny's been growing on me extremely. Him and Smalling are my favourite defenders in the Premier League, without a shadow of a doubt. I've talked about Smalling, aka Big Ling, as I like to call him, because he is everywhere on the pitch. You cannot outstrength him, and he's just a beast, and he's cheap as well. These two, if you're building a BPL team, they are a must to have in the defense. Like, I just don't know. Besides from the legends, you can get Rio Ferdinand. I think Chris Smalling is the best English centre back in the game. So that's why I have him and Koscielny. Koscielny is also French, and he gets a link with, you know, my CDM, which I'll get onto later. So left back, we have Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, he's just your go-to guy. I've talked about him several times. There's not much to cover on some of these players because I've already used them before. I've already kind of covered their strong points, their weaknesses, and Luke Shaw's work rates again come into play. As I repeated several times before, his physique comes into play, his sheer height. And his he isn't the fastest player, but he can catch up to players. In 28 games, he scored 1 goal, which I'm not expecting them to get assists or score goals. I'm just expecting them to stop other people from scoring goals, and Luke Shaw's doing that job right now. So in the CDM position, we have ones to watch N'Golo Kante. So I dished out big for this guy, 380,000 coins. But guys, this guy, he's a god. He's the cheap Vieira. I can't, like, the guy's so good. He's always at other people's feet. I've tried him in several squad builders. His work rate is immense. Like, these types of players in the game and in real life are literally players you take inspiration from, because these guys reflect how you should be in life. The dedication, the devotion, the motivation they've got to simply get the ball is simply amazing to see that on the pitch. And Kante is performing extremely well in real life, so I wouldn't doubt him getting an upgraded 86 card, an 87 card in form, and this one's to watch is definitely gonna go up in price without a shadow of a doubt. He went up in price because people thought his ones to watch was gonna get an upgrade since he got the man of the match performance against Manchester United, I believe it was. And people thought he was going to get an upgraded card. So that's why we have Kante there. Just outstanding. If I were you, I'd dish out however much it is to buy that ones to watch Kante, as he is definitely going to get an upgrade. Now we've got someone, you know, not performing the best in real life at the moment. 90 million pounds he cost in real life, but in the world of FIFA, this guy is absolutely exquisite. 6'3", 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, 4-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves. I got that the wrong way around. But in 28 games, he scored 7 goals, got 7 assists. He does cost 429k. That is a lot of money to buy pay for Paul Pogba. But guys, Paul Pogba can do everything on the pitch. I don't know what he can't do. He can defend, he can attack, he can skill. There's nothing this guy can't do, and those are the types of players which are going to cost you a lot of coins, but also change games at the same time. This guy in Vieira in centre mid, all the pros use him, and he's just an amazing player. So now in the cam position, Hatem Ben Arfa. Now he costs 9k on the cheaper kind of scale in FIFA, but this guy is worth every single coin you pay for him. I would have possibly paid, I'd say about 30k for this, maybe even 50k. I'd pay 50k for Ben Arfa. 59 games, 34 goals and 25 assists. These were all in the weekend league. Him and the striker to his right literally carried me through the weekend league 1 week. I was having a terrible week, but these two, they carried me, and that's why I couldn't justify dropping them in the squad. So now we have a legend. Now we have Haji. He cost me 389k. In 28 games, he scored 7 goals and has got himself 13 assists. Now, Haji is amazing. He's got an amazing long shot. He's just got good all-round stats. And I was watching, I think it was Dirty Mike, and I had Laudrup before, but Haji, he said he was one of his favourite centre mids in the game. So I thought, you know, I'll sell Laudrup, I'll get Haji, and I'll see how he performs for me. And I haven't turned back since. Haji, the Romanian, he's doing Romania proud. Like, how good he is in this game, just absolutely amazing. And he's got so much sprint speed. He's got kind of a low centre of gravity on the pitch, so he can move around quickly like Messi, and I just love players like that. And then we have Butragueño, who fits everything. He's got the pace, he's got the shots, he hasn't got the skill moves though, but he's got the dribbling, and the sprint speed is the most important thing, because once Butragueño has the ball and he's accelerating with it, he is off, guys. If him and the defender are level with each other, not even the defenders with the broken catch up in this game are going to catch the guy. That's how good he is. He is absolutely clinical and his long shots are amazing. I see no one make player reviews on this player, Butragueño, on YouTube, and I was just like, is this guy really good enough if no one's made a review on him? But I thought I'd give him a chance and he hasn't disappointed. In the weekend league, 28 games, 29 goals, 17 assists, and I did play some seasons and some friendlies with these players, so yeah, these guys have done well. So now in the right striker position, our last player, we have Lacazette or Lacazette. I was thinking of getting his man of the match card. I might actually go and get it now. But in 59 games, he scored 41 goals and has got himself 38 assists. That's just absolutely amazing for a player who costs 26k with his 86 pace, his 82 shooting and his 84 dribbling. He's also got decent physical stats and decent passing stats, and he's got them 4-star skill moves which I need, since Butragueño has only got 3, so he offers me variety in the striking position. So this is probably the best team I've built so far. I'd say it's up there with the best teams I've built so far in this game. And on the bench we have our, you know, our famous amazing bronzes here, and we have Martial, we have Sanchez, and we have Gabriel. Now Martial, he was in my weekend league team as well, and I couldn't drop him. Him and Lacazette, I played them up front, they were absolutely amazing. And we have Sanchez and we have Gabriel. Sanchez is just untradeable and Gabriel is untradeable, and them two can do a shift on the pitch as well, so I'm not too worried about that. But guys, you know I've stopped playing the weekend league for a couple of months because of certain reasons. So guys, that is it for the squad building side. We are going to get into the highlights, the analysis. We're going to kind of break down what each player does in game and how you guys can use these players to your advantage. So guys, getting into the highlights, there is only 2 minutes of highlights, guys, because when I was recording this, my controller was still actually broken. You guys should know that my controller was broken, but since then I recently bought a new controller, and these games that I played were laggy as hell, guys. Like, I don't know, FIFA just, it isn't fun to play when there's constant lag, constant people getting disconnected from the EA servers, and the game is really, it's not fun to play, because when you're playing, you shouldn't have to play with in the back of your head, like you have to deal with, am I going to get disconnected, am I not going to get disconnected. No FIFA player should have to go through that mental process. Like EA have just, and I don't really like just ranting at EA, but they give me no choice. Like, I'd like to say, you know, what EA have done with SBCs, the cards they've brought out this year, absolutely amazing. It's great to see what they've done. But if you want to make this game an esports game, then you have to get rid of these disconnections, because these disconnections are costing people, you know, getting into FIWC, getting to regionals. Guys, in Europe, there's usually one win can determine everything. If you're going to make it to regionals, if you're not going to make it to regionals. And some people should be there, which are not actually there. So guys, I haven't been able to talk much because there's not really a lot of highlights. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like. Let's go for 50+ likes. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. Show me some support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.